Welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers and subscribers, at the channel we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because it saves lives. That is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives, and we at this channel aid criminals, their financiers, their supporters, enablers, and the likes with a passion, and we do not want them over here. Yes, let us repeat ourselves. We do not want any criminal supporters over here. Please, we do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes, or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you, the criminal supporters, enablers, financiers, and all the likes, to go to prison or madness. Let me repeat myself. We at the Jamaica Young Police channel, we do not want the criminal supporters and their circle over here. We want you to go to prison or madness. Moving on to our video. Yeah, so, we are going to educate you guys today about, I know that most people have never heard this name. There's a guy by the name of, his name is, they call him Dave Clansman. Most people have never heard his name publicly. Yes, but Dave Clansman is the money man for the Clansman gang, and he resides in the United States of America. As you can look right now on your LCD, you will see that TESHA Miller and Isaac Buchanan are two convicted criminals in Jamaica. And by the Jamaican government standards, both men are honest criminals. But we at the Jamaica Young Police, we have never met an honest criminal in our life. We don't know of any criminals that are honest. Yeah, so we're gonna educate you guys today about something about criminals. Yes, and we're gonna tell you about TESHA Miller. TESHA Miller wanted to kill Dave Clansman, yes. Yeah, Dave Clansman is the man that twice set up TESHA Miller when he came to America, and let the feds them arrest him and then deport him twice. And there are other people, so they want to kill Dave Clansman. And just give you a little context about it. Dave Clansman is is related to the late artist Merciless. Yeah, Leonard Bartley, that was killed, that died last year. Yes, so Leonard Bartley and Dave Clansman, they are cousins. Yes, you understand. So, as we said, we're going to educate you guys, about these people, because you never heard of him before, Dave Clansman. That's why, we love our special branch brothers, who are willing to share information with us and let us know the ins and outs of Jamaican criminals and politicians and people who are involved in criminality. So we're going to tell you now about Dave Clansman. And so we say we're going to educate you to tell you, our loyal viewers and subscribers and Patreon members, that there is no honest criminals. You are going to hear about a man who lives in Tampa, Florida, in the United States of America, and he's from Clarendon by the name of David Bartley. Yes, his name is David Bartley, otherwise known as Dave Clansman, who is said to be a distant relative. He's a cousin of DJ Merciless, whose current name is Leonard Bartley. And he is a big spender of the Clansman gang and provide financial support for the gang members. So you are going to hear how the gang members in the hierarchy have turned on Dave Clansman and wanted to kill him because of some things that he has done, and they have exposed him. Now TESHA Miller wanted to kill, dirt, dust out, and full up Dave Clansman with corn to his skin. Yeah, so there's no honest criminals, so they want to kill this man now. After all these years, he have been there providing financial support to them, but criminals are dishonest people, there's no honest criminal. I don't know how a man or a person chose that career. When you really look into it, when you're a criminal, even the person that you're doing business with, 9 out of 10 times that person will turn and kill you, whatever transaction that you're doing, because it's illegal. So for the people to indulge in such deed, they have to be dishonest. So Yeah, so before we start the video today, I must use this moment and opportunity to welcome our new Patreon members. Yes, and the Patreon link for the Jamaica Young Police channel, it's in the description box, and you will see it, patreon.com/Jamaica Young Police channel. That's where we'll meet as a family. So those who want, and we want to make Fridays or maybe Saturdays, we're going to vote on it, because we're going to work as a team. It's going to be consensus, unanimous. You understand? There's no one that can overrule whatever once it is set in stone. Yeah, we're not going to use we can override what the member says. It all depends, you know. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is that now everyone who's a part of this group will be able to communicate as a team, as family, because all of us who are in this group are people who hate criminals with a passion. We don't like them, period. We don't matter what them political affiliation, what them race, what them sexual orientation, if them are rear admiral, or them straight up, or them bend up, or them lean up, we don't care. We just don't like criminals and them supporters. So, you know, we choose a day. I'd put out Friday. A member who's in the Patreon, you know, say, boy, Saturday would be better because there are 78. So you see religion coming right there, and you know, so somebody is 78. So we want to accommodate everyone. So we're gonna, you know, use a voting system. Yes, you know, poll after it reach a certain numbers. So then we put up, you know, whether it's gonna be Friday afternoon or Saturday, and the 78 people can come in that and or Sunday, and we choose a time for those, out of those 3 days, and from there we work together. And the thing that we're gonna do together as a family, because none of us is superior to the other person. All of us are equal. Just that some might have more money, have more education. That doesn't mean because a person have more money or more education that means you're better than the next person. No, nobody is superior to anyone. The only thing is that you have some people who are mentally strong and physically stronger than that. That doesn't make that person superior. You're only stronger. So we know that is just a fact. The only thing that makes us equal is life. As you know, Garnet sings, as we know, and the singer said so. What's the difference between the wise and the fool? The wise live it, likewise the fool. You understand? And that to show you that a man is just a man. So none of us is superior to the other person. So, you know, as Patreon members, all of us will like to deal with certain topics for the week or stuff like that. And you can interject whoever have information to share. You understand? It is done more right now in a more secure way. You understand? Where you don't have to worry about your identity, or you understand? It's the same way, just like when somebody called the Jamaica Young Police channel number. So the description, the channel for the Patreon, it's right in the description box at the top, and you will see it highlighted in blue. You just click on it and you will see the Jamaican flag and the Jamaica Young Police channel logo. So moving on. So we as Patreon, you as Patreon member, welcome to the Patreon members to the group where your identity is paramount to us and you. Thanks for your support. The first 30 people, listen, the first 30 people who join the Patreon group will get $50 US. Yes, I almost said dollars, we're not talking about currency, American. $50 towards their membership at the end of the lawsuits against those who smear my good name. $50 each person, our first 30 person who join the Jamaica Young Police Patreon group. Yeah, the first 30 person, each of you, whenever the lawsuit complete, and it's not going to take long because it's a slam dunk case, big time. So if they want to go to trial, it's going to cost them more, all of them. Remember, so each person, this is an incentive for you guys. Each person out of the 30, you'll get $50 towards your membership. And once the case is finished, and if needs be, well, you know, them will use a thing called NDA, but we're not gonna abide, we're not gonna let no NDA, because NDA them don't want you to know much money that you had received. No, we're not gonna sign any NDA. You understand, when the time comes. That's not going to happen. And we don't care if people talk about, boy, oh yeah, make them know. Yeah man, you make them know, because them know what them do them wrong, and them know so they are lying. So you make them know from, so if they want to hide them asset, Uncle Sam will find it. You understand? Uncle Sam, no matter where in your world they and them thing there, Uncle Sam will find it. So we don't have to worry about that. You understand? Because we know say Uncle Sam is a big boy on the block right now. Yeah, so moving on. So $50 for the first 30 people. So you will get that at the end of the last vote. Because we are win, we know so we can't lose. Because everything with them say a lie. Nothing. When them see me character say, we kill people when them asleep, and with this, with pitney and all kind of thing. All of them things are just fictional or something. They're not some make up things. And people with thief people, ganja, bulby. We don't know nobody a bulby. All of them things are just make up things. Just lies, lies, lies. So that's why we don't get accidents. So we just make them keep, and we just keep getting the evidence. You understand? All of them won't get away. So promise. So you know, it's a promise. And for us at the Jamaica Young Police channel, a promise made, promise will be kept. So if this is the first time on the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing, like the video and share the video. Moving on. So as we tell you already, we talk about TESHA Miller. You understand? And you know, TESHA Miller, you know, so I'm a big time criminal, you know. You understand? I'm the leader for the Clansman gang. And you know, we're just gonna give you some real context about him. You know, we're gonna start, you know, with him and Dave Clansman and how it have reached this point, and then, you know, we'll touch down, you know, right down to the bottom of things. Yeah, so as we told you before, all criminals by definition have broken the law and therefore cannot be considered honest. But you know, in Jamaica, them consider TESHA Miller and Isaac Buchanan, the convicted twice drug dealer, same honest criminal. I have never seen anything like that. So that's why we are telling now, from our standpoints, I say TESHA Miller, that's the man on the bottom, Isaac Buchanan, that's the man on the top. They are two convicted criminals in Jamaica, and they are considered honest criminals. I don't know where them come by that, but that is what Mark Golden and the others politicians in Jamaica tell us, that they are honest criminals. You understand? So right now we know that the courts and the system, they are trying their best now to get to TESHA Miller, because, you know, election are come. So, you know, it's time to come out now and, you know, dirt some people so that, you know, his party can win back election. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I know if him come out this time, if him, you know, him win this appeal, I know him not going to, he's not going to live that long like the last time. So, you know, that is not even something to be even considered. So remember that all of us as human beings have a thing called a conscience, which speaks to us when we are doing anything, whether right or wrong. Some of us will listen to the good voice of our consciences, and others will listen to the evil voice. Yes, voices talk with all of us, but it is our conscience, and that doesn't mean that you are mad. So you say, you do something and you tell us, boy, I don't do it, and I'm mad, that your conscience will speak to you. You understand? It's as simple as that. Your conscience speaks to you. That don't, you're not mad. However, there are different types of criminals. Some may be more honest than others. For example, a white-collar criminal who embezzles money from their employer may be more honest than a street criminal who robs people at gunpoint. So yeah, so you know the difference between TESHA Miller and the woman thief Usain Bolt. Them are criminal, you know, and one thing them have in common is dishonesty. Them dishonest. You understand? Isaac Buchanan too, because he's my old coke dealer, my old drug mule. You understand? So, you know, for a man a drug mule, you know, so he have to be a rear admiral too. If you do that. You understand? So, my rear admiral plus my drug mule. You understand? So, as we tell you, there are two different types of criminals. So, the traits of criminals can vary depending on the type of crimes they commit. However, some common characteristics include lack of empathy, Criminals often lack empathy for their victims. They may not understand or care about the pain and suffering they cause. So that's why we're telling you, that's why we don't like criminal. Because you see it, that's the thing with criminal cause. Pain and suffering they cause. So the white collar criminal now, this is what they have now. Greed. Criminals are often motivated by a desire. They want to get more money, power and status illegally. So that's how the white collar criminal them do. Low self-control. Criminals often have low self-control. They may be impulsive and may make decisions without thinking about the consequences. That's how they behave. And criminals have antisocial personality disorder. Some criminals may have antisocial personality disorder. This mental disorder is characterized by a lack of empathy, disregard for the law, and a tendency to engage in criminal behavior. Of course, not all criminals have these traits. People commit crimes for many different reasons, and each case is unique. However, the attributes listed above are some of the most common characteristics found in criminals. TESHA Miller of the Clansman gang wanted to kill David Barkley, aka Dave Clans of Tampa, Florida. Most of you maybe it's the first time you're hearing this. Yeah, that there's a guy by the name of Dave Clans, and he lives in Tampa, Florida. That's his alias name, but his current name is David Barkley. I'm not going to tell you to go on the internet and search for him to get his address or anything like that. TESHA Miller, them know where him live and all of them, so you're going to hear. So because the back and forth between the two gangsters, Dave Clans had called the feds on TESHA Miller and the other gang members, which put them all in danger and jail. TESHA Miller felt that Dave Clans had betrayed him and the gang, and he wanted to get revenge for what Dave Clans have done to them. You are going to hear this for the first time. In addition, TESHA Miller may have also been motivated by a desire to protect his power and status within the Clansman gang. By killing Dave Clans, he would send a message to other gang members that he was not to be trifled with or play with, as he will take your life for double-crossing him. He would also eliminate a potential rival for leadership of the gang. Ultimately, that's why TESHA Miller and Blackman was warring, because see them right there, TESHA Miller after Blackman at the bottom. So TESHA Miller, is the leader of the Clansman gang, and who gave Blackman, he gave Blackman the order to kill Douglas James, so both men are PMP LGBTQ group supporters and enforcers for the organization hierarchy. So TESHA Miller was the boss over Blackman, and then after him win the first case, the robbery case, just like what I said, money run on the judges. Yes, so it's something. How it normally happen, how the money them normally change and between the lawyers and the judges. So the entire thing is a corrupt system in Jamaica. What happened on Sundays, the lawyer would visit the judge's home. Them sit down upon them veranda, them patio, or what they want to call it, and them drink them coffee and them read them glean and them chat, and that's when the exchange is made. So that's how TESHA beat the first case. Corruption. Yeah, judge get money, millions. Because when I say Clansman gang is a criminal organization, and say Brian Lego Sykes is at the top of the pyramid when they come on to the corruption and taking money under the table. You understand? So ultimately, TESHA Miller's decision to kill Dave Clans was complex, likely motivated by various factors including revenge, self-preservation, and desire to maintain his power within the Clansman gang. So here are some potential details about the case. TESHA Miller and David Barkley they are members of the Clansman gang, a criminal gang with its headquarters based in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, Jamaica. Dave Clans residence in Tampa, Florida. That's in the United States of America. When TESHA Miller was in Tampa, Florida, at the home of Dave Clans, that's David Barkley. He called. So, in time you said Dave Clans, that means it's David Barkley. Most of you never heard of him before, but now you're hearing. So he called, and all of the information that we are giving you, it's coming from Special Branch. And Special Branch is the elite intelligence unit of the police force. So the PMP them dismantled it. Yeah, them dismantled the Special Branch because the special branch was the one that that was able to debunk Peter Bunting lie about Philip Palwell and Darrell Vaz. Yeah. So the PMP then dismantled it. So we'll continue. So when TESHA Miller was in Florida, TESHA Miller says Dave Clansman that called the feds spanning another gang member after he learned that they were planning. So them say they were planning a violent attack. So TESHA Miller and others remember the Klansman and them in a plan. While them in a Dave Clans's office kill him, so he called police while them, you understand? You know, imagine people in their house and you have camera, all of them are criminal, you know, and hear the man them on the phone, because America, listen, remember say you can't use a screw, you know, a screw where you use to tighten a door or something, and the same screw is a camera, because them are idiot, you know, Jamaican criminal, them that, you know. So, Dave Clans was able to hear them a plan, so them how them are kill him. So them just call the police, because you have to understand, you know, you have a thing when you bring camera, you can be in America, your house in America, and you in Russia, and you can see and hear everything in your house. That's how technology works. So he was able to hear them and say them a plan to kill him. So instead of him kill them, him just call the police and them come and lock up TESHA Miller. So TESHA Miller was arrested and charged with illegal re-entry into the United States of America. So David Barkley was placed into protective custody after he called the feds. He's still alive and cooperating with the investigation. So after them deport TESHA Miller, him come out, out of the protective custody. You understand? So the case of TESHA Miller and David Barkley case is a reminder of gang violence danger. It also shows how the threat of the federal prosecution can sometimes be used to detect violent crime. So the Klansman gang is one of the most prominent crime organizations in Jamaica. They rule through fear in the late 1990s to present. They started an operations in Waterford, that one place called Boston was their main base, where they were there until they began to spread across Portmore like an epidemic. TESHA and Fox, TESHA and Fox were leading the Waterford arm of Klansman gang to take complete control. They killed every top man not affiliated with them. Bulby was the primary dan. He was based at their main headquarters in Spanish Town. He amasses a lot of wealth through extortion and political contract. He was fearful all over as he had killers. Some don't even know him, but he killed even their mothers at his request. So that's how them powerful, you know. Them even if you get all people if you kill all them one mother. What kind of that, you know, that's why them are Jamal students and them thing there, you understand? And them don't even know him. Youths in khaki suits were hitmen. Meanwhile, Boston Dan Tappin rose to prominence as the Dan of the Waterford arm. With his rise, a lot of young men died. He wiped out everyone he could that was not Clans affiliated. Police eventually killed him in Mandeville. He was closely linked with Vybz Kartel. So remember this guy now, Boston Dan Tappin, he was very, very close to Vybz Kartel. So with his death, Vybz Kartel took it upon himself and assumed the Danship. And another bloodbath started, as enough man never rate him, they never rate Kartel. But in no time, Vybz Kartel was feared via the number of youths he got killed. Vybz Kartel, he developed a close tie with TESHA Miller, who would send in the shutters at Vybz Kartel request. So when Vybz Kartel want backup or reinforcement for come kill people at Waterford and Portmore, he must contact TESHA Miller. TESHA Miller will sell them. So Dave Clans was a new boy for Clans. He played his ballpark well. He had Vybz Kartel, TESHA Miller, Roderick, that are Rick in the Cartel's voice note, Fox, Bulby, Passa, all on his friends list. So Dave Clans' money starts getting stable. So he plots with TESHA Miller and Bulby driver Mikey 5 to get rid of Bulby. The house Bulby died in, he had been there less than a month, known only by TESHA Miller and Mikey 5. Dave Clans was the one who purchased Bulby casket and shipped it to Jamaica in the name of David Barkley. A case of take your life and bury you nice. Boy, I tell you. So TESHA Miller start demanding the bus park that after Bulby dead. And Sonia, that a Bulby woman, had to show him her paperwork that she was the sole owner. Dave Clans later brought TESHA Miller, Mikey 5 and Rick by boat to America, where TESHA Miller got taken out of Dave's private Tampa home. Rick at a Coral Springs address, where police said that they had info he was a cop killer, and Mikey 5 somewhere in Florida. Unfortunately, Mikey 5 got released in Florida while Rick and TESHA came back to Jamaica. Both of them were deported. So the Blackboard started when PASA realized the plot between Dave Clans and TESHA. And when Dave Clans met them kill PASA, Dave paid for send TESHA to prison. He then rents an apartment for Rick uptown and then pays police to kill him and blame it on his baby mother, Inja, that a Sonia daughter, Bulby's daughter, and met Clansman them kills her and her mother the next morning after Rick dies. Dave sent for them by boat go foreign, but when Portia 1 and TESHA came out, he sent for Wenji, TESHA and Wakaman from Pienland. Wakaman is Orville, it's Oral Palmer, or Oral Al, or Oral Palmer, I don't remember, but I know Wakaman, because I could have said him for a good while, you know. You understand, but they don't know him was going through. So I never dropped the hammer upon him, and him know that, so I could have hurt him, Wakaman. So Dave ratings drop as them reach him. Met the boys them come for TESHA once again and Wenji, because Wenji start to say TESHA, but Dave say him is him boss Wenji. TESHA find out and Duppy Dave chef brother. So he and Dave are war too. The one named Jamie kills at a stoplight that comes from foreign. A Dave Hitman killer Bulby so-called son runs the bus park. Dave runs in and sponsor him, but he need to be careful because David Barkley, aka David Clans, is a real serpent. It is ironic that Bulby and Rick die similarly. Big Dan like Bulby never had a memorial yet. Why uno leave out Dave Clans out of the thing? Remember good him want be boss to cause a him respond for the whole of the Clansman them where did come a Miami. Also TESHA Miller and Tunron set up TESHA 2 different times. One time in a Tampa and the last time a Coral Spring when TESHA ratings drop. TESHA find out that most of Dave's family are in Clarendon for a hide and at the bar lock. Eve killed Dave's chef brother. So TESHA Miller killed Dave Clans, David Barkley brother, who's a chef. Our next top Clansman just dead Orlando named Bomber. Him and Dave Clans no good over 100 pounds of weed, and him them on TESHA side. Clans in a Dave Clans silently keep him. He pays the police to kill Rick and turn and blame it on Roderick, a woman who is Bulby's stepdaughter. Dave Clans killed her mother Sonia, who was a Bulby woman who used to run the bus park. His plan with and against TESHA is the serpent in a whole things, and the mastermind PASA murder. The Clansman gang members located in Philadelphia, popular called Philly, the same set of youth that Dave sent for after they killed PASA, Sonia and her daughter. And after TESHA came out, he sent for TESHA Miller, Wakaman and all of them. When TESHA came, all of them start praising Dan. So them start to praise TESHA after him come. So Dave Clans ratings drop. After Dave Clans and TESHA were not on the same page, and Dave Clans reported him to the feds, and they pick up TESHA from the house in Coral Springs, Florida. That's Dave Clans put him up too salty. TESHA Miller put the word out to say that Dave set him up, and that is how Dave Clans' chef brother got killed. Everyone start to say Dave Clans is an informer, so them take with themselves and migrate to Philly. Them hungry for true, cause them boss TESHA Miller they are jail. I do re-entry time. Dave thought he could have bought them, but they realized he was a fake done. So after all of that now, so TESHA Miller now want to kill Dave Clans, and Dave Clans want to kill TESHA Miller. So TESHA Miller now them kill one of Dave Clans, that a David Barkley. Them kill one of his brother, who's a chef in Clarendon. So when TESHA Miller now, after he was deported and back in Jamaica the second time now, he was arrested. He was arrested by the police the last time, and he never come out. So you know, so to clear up this, Fox is known as Furman, a top man from Portsmouth over Portmore, across from Waterford. Fox is known as Furman and Passa together all the time, and they are very close. You would think they are brothers if you see them, because they are two regular men. Fox is short and brown, Passa is tall and dark, but pleasant youth, friends from primary school days. Fox and Passa used to par with the man them in Spanish Town. Now they fight for Danship, and the clan split up. Fox and Passa on one set an evil man in the Spain gang. Waterford side is with Spain, and and that's how cartel get the link. So Passa them you were fly out of Jamaica all these years, donkey years, and still have them Danship. Passa went to a couple of years ago and stay long to warn him and tell him to come back, but he never listened. So you guys remember the 5 people who were shot dead at Portsmouth, and Pisa was in the 5. So on Thursday, January 20th, 2021, 5 persons were shot and killed in a drive-by shooting by Portsmouth in St. Catherine. On Thursday night, investigators believe the incident is linked to a domestic dispute. The shooting occurred at a hangout spot on Milton Close in Portsmouth, where a bar, car wash and cook shop are situated. Residents said shortly after 10 o'clock, several men played dominoes when two cars drove up. Armed men alighted from the vehicles and opened fire, hitting the 5 persons. 3 of the victims reportedly died on the spot. One of the men had been identified as 40-year-old Owen Henry of Milton Close. The other 2 persons later died while being treated at hospital. Up to early Friday morning, personnel assigned to the St. Catherine scenes of crime were collecting evidence at the scene. In the meantime, Colin Fagan, Member of Parliament for the area, was among those who converged on the scene. Thursday night, an express shock at the incident. He called on the residents of Portmore to allow the police to carry out their investigation and appeal to them to remain calm. It would seem to me that Portmore is becoming a crime spot. Yesterday there was a shooting on Port Henderson Road, I know right here before me. We have these killings in my backyard. I don't know what would have caused this kind of shooting. I am just hoping that the police get to the root of it and these kinds of activities can end, Mr. Fagan said. So Fox take it hard, bad, and it hurt him. They take him, brother, his word, so he was taking it very hard and it took a toll on the Dan. So Fox they are jail in America and soon come out, so him clear the way, cause them man they deadly, you know. So Portmore and Spaintown will turn into chaos and violence when he reaches an enemy, TESHA Miller. So he probably thinks Jamie has something to do with Passa thing. Also, who he looked up to as an older person got caught up in it and was hurt by it. But I need to help understand the rest goes, cause this whole puzzle you more mix up, but facts are 4-man saga of the Clansman gang. So when TESHA Miller announced in 2025, police, TESHA Miller was set to be deported January 14, 2015. The police high command is appealing to residents of St. Catherine and its environs to remain calm ahead of Monday's return to the island of reported head of the feared Clansman gang, TESHA Miller. In September 13, U.S. Immigration Authority arrested Miller shortly after arriving in Miami, Florida. The 35-year-old, so TESHA Miller, 45 now, and a boy live long in a man. Oh, they make that happen. The 35-year-old was found guilty of illegally entering the United States of America and was sentenced to 28 months in prison. Miller has developed a reputation as one of Jamaica's most feared gangsters. Law enforcement officials say he is to be deported to the island on Monday. Commanding officer of St. Catherine North Police Senior Superintendent Marlon Nesbitt says the security forces have planned for Miller and his cronies, who may be excited by his return. Miller's younger brother Craig was among 2 persons murdered by gunmen on Marchpen Road. The police says gang violence was responsible for the double murder. SSP Nesbitt says the police will increase their presence in Spanish Town and surrounding areas in anticipation of Miller's return to Jamaica. So the commanding officer is appealing to law-abiding citizens to be calm. The anti-gang law, which allowed the police to take gang-affiliated persons into consideration, was not in effect when Miller left Jamaica. SSP Nesbitt noted that times have changed and the police will use the anti-gang law effectively. So as you know that TESHA Miller now is in prison. Yeah, TESHA Miller is in prison now, convicted for for certain crimes that he has committed. You understand? And the thing is that with TESHA Miller, the thing with TESHA Miller and Dave Clans is that TESHA Miller is still, fighting to get out of prison, but he doesn't even understand that he's safer in prison because things and times have changed. Because look, preemptive strike save lives, and TESHA Miller is a person he have took many lives, even a triple murder in Britain. But because the police them are PNP LGBTQ plus activists and supporters, that's why this boy is still alive. TESHA Miller should not be here, no time. But as my team leader Ludlow Mowat says, that TESHA Miller and all those guys, they were receiving comfort from men like Renita Adams and Harry Bungle, so that's why the man is still alive. But we do believe in preemptive strike, because preemptive strike save lives. Yes, we do believe in that. So, we see how the saga work out between Dave Clans and TESHA Miller, and what role Walkerman will play in it and the others. You understand? Because they said Dave Clans is the one that spent his money and brought all of these people to America. So, and they're in Philadelphia, Philly. So we haven't received the photograph of all of these men who are in Philly, all of these Klansmen, because most likely, these people are here illegally. So just hope that the Philadelphia police will do the necessary and get rid of them, because these people are violent producers. These people do not believe in work and they don't believe in the rule of law. They are criminals. You understand? So let's see what is going to happen in the long run with these people, and hopefully things will be done in the right way as it's supposed to. You understand? We at the Jamaica Young Police, we hate criminals with a passion. Dave Clans and all of them, they are criminals, and as you can see that, as they have said, there's no honest criminal, and I don't know how, it just boggle the mind, how on earth someone who wants to be a criminal, when you become a criminal, it's a serious, when you are a criminal, it's a serious career, because being a criminal, the first thing, you have no honesty, truthfulness, decency, ethics, or loyalty. So how you going to choose a career like that when the people that are around you cannot trust them and you feel comfortable in a gang? That is a mind-boggling. That is a sickness to a scale that even mad people wouldn't even get themselves involved in. So have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.